Welcome to the network of Burn Healing Foundation, dedicated to providing reconstructive surgery and comprehensive care to underprivileged burn survivors. I, Aarti Ahuja, CEO of Burn Healing Foundation, welcome you to Champion of Burns, our flagship podcast series. Founded by our chairperson, Dr. Rajiv P. Ahuja, a distinguished plastic and burn surgeon with 4 decades of global experience in the field. Dr. Ahuja's contribution to burn care extends far beyond the operating room. As an academician, he has published extensively in peer-reviewed international journals and authored chapters in leading burns and plastic surgery textbook. He currently serves on the editorial board of several international journals and was honored with Lifetime Achievement Award from the International Society of Burn Injuries in 2022. For his exceptional contributions to the field and community, Dr. Ahuja has held numerous prestigious leadership positions, including the chairman of the Trust of Associations of Plastic Surgeons of India, chairman of International Surgery Congresses, past president of the International Society of Burn Injuries, founder president of Asia Pacific Burn Association, and ex-head of Department of Burns, Plastic, Maxillofacial, and Microvascular Surgery, Loknayak Hospital, Mamsi, currently at Sir Gangaram Hospital in New Delhi. His vision and expertise have shaped burn care protocols and policies across Asia and beyond. At the Burn Healing Foundation, we believe that recovery encompasses not just medical treatment, but holistic support that addresses physical, emotional, and social dimensions of healing. Through this podcast series, we bring you the voices of our partner hospital doctors who are making comprehensive care possible, surgeons pioneering reconstructive techniques, addressing trauma and resilience, helping survivors rebuilding their lives with courage, and creating pathways to healing that might otherwise remain closed. Each episode explores multifaceted world of burn care and rehabilitation, where access to specialized treatment remains a critical challenge. You will hear stories of transformation, learn about innovative approaches to psychosocial rehabilitation, and discover how collective action is creating sustainable change for burn survivors across our community. This is more than a podcast about medical care. It's about the human spirit, power of community, and belief that every person deserves the opportunity to heal completely, body, mind, and spirit. Our anchor in this podcast series is Dr. Viswa Chaitanya, who's a burn, plastic, and reconstructive surgeon trained at Kilpatrick Medical College, specializing in acute burn care, complex reconstruction, pediatric burns, and skin banking. He has presented national level research on skin allografting and advanced wound care practices. Currently serving at our latest partner hospital, Kenneth Foundation Hospital in Madurai, and he is committed to providing evidence-based reconstructive care that integrates clinical excellence, ethical tissue donation practices, community engagement, and global collaboration to enhance functional and aesthetic outcomes for patients. Thank you, Dr. Chaitanya, for bringing this podcast series to us. Second guest for the podcast series is another actively contributing hospital partner of our BHF Network, Dr. Nandini Ramaswamy, a distinguished plastic and reconstructive surgeon with over 13 years of specialization in transforming lives through surgical innovation and compassionate care. Dr. Nandini brings exceptional credentials to our conversation today, including with MCH in plastic surgery from KGMC Lucknow and advanced training as a master in reconstructive microsurgery from prestigious European school. Her academic excellence has been consistently recognized, earning her the Maharaja of Kochi Prize in Physiology, Best Resident in Plastic Surgery at KMC, and Best Candidate in MS Surgery. Her professional journey spans across prestigious institutions of our country, including Lady Hardinge Medical College and Guru Tegh Hospital in Delhi, Max Super Speciality Hospital in Vaishali. Currently, through her various roles and her own practice as SR Maitri Clinic in Ghaziabad, this diverse experience has shown a holistic approach to reconstructive care and burn care. Once again, we welcome you both. Now, over to you, Dr. Chaitanya.
Today on the Champions of Burns Episode 2 podcast, It is an honor to welcome Dr. Nandini Ramaswamy, a distinguished plastic reconstructive microvascular surgeon whose work has transformed the lives of countless and reconstruction patients. Known for excellence in microsurgery, onco-reconstruction, burn reconstruction, limb salvage, Dr. Nandini Ramaswamy Madam combines technical mastery with deep compassion, always placing dignity and function at the center of the care. We are truly privileged to have her to join us today. Welcome you, Madam.
Thank you, Dr. Chaitanya. It's amazing what Burn Heal Foundation is doing for the community, and I am privileged to be a part of such an organization which helps me care for more and more patients in my life. Thank
Actually,
you.
it has given us a platform for us to treat the burn patient more comprehensively and completely.
Yeah, I wish that joining hands we network the whole country so well that we no longer have sequelae left, no longer have deformities to address, such drastic, dreaded deformities that are best prevented. Thank you.
Hope so that one day we will achieve that together, madam, with the Burn Foundation healing.
Yeah.
Let's start.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. So, what first drew you to the field of burn care and philanthropy, madam?
To be frank, I started my life as an intern, I'll re-edit this, Dr. Chaitanya. I'll answer this again.
Sure, ma'am, sure.
Yeah. I was raised by, my mother was a teacher and my father has been in government services, but both have helped out, raised kids by teaching them. And they have only taught me that you have to give to the society, whatever be your form. I chose medicine, and I'm proud to be an alumni of Stanley Medical College, Chennai. In Chennai, as I was doing internship, my first posting was burns and plastic. And that time, G. Balakrishnan sir was heading the department. Amazing reconstructions I saw over 15 days. Amazing, life-changing reconstructions. And probably that was the very day I decided I have to do my post-graduation in burns and plastic. I have to specialize. And the way this gives back to the community by reducing morbidity, I couldn't fathom any other specialty. So that is the start of the journey. I was blessed with very good teachers, very good professors all through my career. In Stanley, it was a brilliant plastic and hand department. Then I went to MS BHU, where acute burns was also catered to. There it was very touching to see that how much overnight the lives had changed of the patients and how caring the professors were. On the whole, the Department of Surgery was brilliant. Then I went to KGMC, again AK Singh, under leadership of AK Singh sir. We could do a lot more to the community. We could do a lot of camps, reach out to people. So then there was no looking back. So I thought God had already given me the best of teachers.
That's a real inspiring story to start actually with. Can you walk us through your professional journey that led you here?
It was a humble beginning. I went wherever destiny took me. I took up Stanley for my MBBS. For MS, I took up BHU, and for MCH, I took up KGMC. All through All India quota, because I must swear, a Tamilian brought up in Haryana had no state to call her own. So in a way, it was a blessing in disguise. I got exposed to so many teachers from different areas. Then for fellowship, I went to Ganga Hospital, Coimbatore. And from there, I've done my European Union Masters. Everywhere I was always seeing passion. Those who had passion to bring about a change were able to bring about a change. So I remember the words of GBK sir. Sir said, you're going and learning. Go to the community, serve. Once you serve the community, you will know what more to learn. Community will make you learn those things better. So I started from Ghaziabad, my private practice, after leaving my colleges where I was trained. And I was going from pillar to post as a freelancer. Whatever work came my way, I tried to do best justice. And with God's grace, now I could open a small center dedicated to work for the patients of this region, this belt. And having had reached out to many hospitals, I have good friends who give me all kinds of support to do it. So I think God is only helping in this journey, and I was BHF was one of the major changes. I realized I could do free of cost surgeries. It was like, wow, I am in private and I'm able to do free of cost surgeries.
That is
And we could help out. Then that helped me in joining hands even for other brands, subspecialties of plastic with other people.
actually Burn Foundation Healing has given a very good platform for everyone of us to do free of cost surgeries. That was very nice.
No, you don't have to send a patient back from your clinic or
Yeah.
refer them where
Yeah.
waiting list is so long.
It is a really good thing that is happening to us, ma'am, actually.
Yeah.
What you said is also right. The community, if you serve as a community, community will always serve to you.
They are all, in my personal experience, yes. I didn't have a backup, and community is what brought me this clinic.
Right. What was your first encounter with your burn survivor community, and how did it impact you, ma'am?
What was my first this with BHF?
Burn survival community.
But okay.
I'll rephrase the question again, madam. What was your first encounter with your burn survivor community, and how did you impact it?
I was very new to my practice, and at that time I was working with many hospitals in Ghaziabad. Narendra Mohan Hospital was one of them. There they were doing a program for acid burn victims, and Lakshmi herself was bringing a lot of. Lakshmi is one of the very famous survivors who fought back for the atrocity meted out to her in the form of acid burn. She made me meet a lot of young ladies with acid burn, and there the whole my whole outlook changed. Healing did not stop till we could rehabilitate, and such ladies became such strong forces in the community, where no longer a stigma, they were becoming role models, because community had all kinds of problems. Once the lady who had a scar, not just scar, who had deformity, who had disability, was correcting her disabilities, moving on with her life, not just taking care of herself, but of so many other women who are affected. So in a kind, it became a women for women kind of a feel. And then they would lead me to other ladies. Somebody is having a trauma, somebody is having a child with congenital deformity, somebody is having other than acid burn, lot of contractures, which the patient thought that wounds have healed, but she's not able to work. And then we started ensuring that not just their deformities get corrected, they get rehabilitated. Her rehabilitation network was very strong. She had already contacted many companies who were willing to employ ladies. And that changed my life. That healing doesn't stop with surgery. It starts with deformity correction and doesn't stop till they are emotionally, psychologically, functionally, and financially independent.
Yeah. That is a really inspiring story, madam. Actually, what you said is rightly, ma'am. The healing starts once the patient goes home and comes back with a deformity. The real game starts there.
Yeah.
How did you recognize the gaps in the burn care or support system? Is Burn Healing Foundation answering them?
Sure. Now, when we look at burn, compared to other acute conditions, acute diseases, where the person walks in, has a short post-operative course and is able to go back to their office or workplace. Burn has a long way for a person to recover. Many times person cannot go back to the job they were in, especially with hand disabilities. They have to rethink the way they were driving their lives. They have to rethink how they are going to earn, what they are going to do. So in burn services especially, we have to look at not just a chronic condition as a disorder or a disease. It is a chronic condition in terms of life changes. Till we are able to prevent such deformities, Burn Healing Foundation is helping us correct those deformities and has taken a drastic step towards increasing awareness to prevent those deformities, which will be a game changer. Because we have such a backlog of deformities, if we can prevent more backlogs, starting as like they have done an initiative, if we spread like wildfire, I hope by the end of our lives we will have a good enough awareness that don't let people get deformed.
Yeah. Actually, this is a statistic saying in 2022, I guess, but if I'm not wrong, actually, there are 70 million burns patients suffering from burns deformity all over India. That is what, because of lack of awareness, actually. And then this Burns Healing Foundation platform has given us very good platform to treat all those deformity. Hope so will slowly grow, and then we can go ahead.
We have to increase our numbers, our reach out, our team, our people, correct those deformities, and most important, all the acute burn treating centers should ensure that everything is done so that they will not have contractions, they will not have problems in the future.
Yes, yes. What surprised you the most about the state of burn care when you first entered this field, ma'am?
First of all, when I reached a center where acute burns were admitted, very frankly, it was difficult for me to go home every night. I couldn't sleep at night. Some of the burns were accidental. Many were inflicted. And these things, they don't let you sleep. They don't let you be very comfortable in your own skin. Where are we as a community? And the change, I also thought in our lives, we should also empower everybody. You have to be on your own. Every child of this country should be financially independent, able to take care of themselves. They should never be subjected to such atrocities. It was, and how then the lacuna starts there. You shouldn't self-immolate. I met so many ladies who did it to themselves. What would have been the conditions that they thought that would be better than living? Those things, so the start was change the whole mindset of everybody, every child, starting from school. It is your life. Take it in your hands. Must to educate yourself. Must to empower yourselves. Must to have one profession: tailoring, cooking, cleaning, making beautiful crafts. Something to empower yourself and be on your own. Next, if burnt, unknown to me in the beginning, I thought we can't salvage 60% and 70% and 80% burns. That has changed. Electric burn also, we can have better outcome if we are very wary from the very beginning what needs to be done. This has changed. Availability of a lot of advances from the bioengineering side. That is something I had not imagined will happen and keep happening. That has happened. Still, we need a lot more. We don't have answers for a lot of scars. We don't have answers for fibrosis. We don't have answers for many things. That makes the field even more exciting. The research opportunities are also abundant.
Even I have also the same feeling towards the electrical burns, madam. And even I have more of alkali chemical burns. Those are also, I feel, those are the worst things that has to happen to any patient. I don't want any of them, but it is not in our hands. People suffer those burns, and I always have empathy towards them. Who are your early mentors on the influence in this field, and what did they teach you, ma'am?
The right attitude. I have been blessed with a lot of mentors, and I'm sure I will be missing some names. But my journey started as MBBS in Stanley. GBK sir, even to this day, is a very strong support.
Yeah.
Then I went to wonderful human being, always laughing, even after 24 hours of duty. So he was head and we were interns. So naturally you feel very ashamed. We are young, we are feeling sleepy, so we'll be on our toes. And sir will always be very active. The way he maintained records, everything will be beautifully hand-drawn, depicted. In those days, we didn't have such ready-made things available. No, you draw beautifully, but the more you draw, the more specifically you're looking at individual structures that need addressing. So he opened our minds to that. You need to solve every layer, not just you can't frame it in a single sentence. You have to look at the skin, the muscle, the tendon, the bone, the overall the physiology of the person. Everything will be documented. So he was a great mentor. Then in BHU, I had general surgery unit as well as plastic surgery unit because I did my MS general surgery there. All taking good care of the patients, and acute burns was there. So we had a lot of social service handling, and somewhere my sir was very sensitive to it, both gents.
Was there any particular patient or case earlier in your career that shaped your approach to burn care, madam?
Yeah, I'll say 2 patients I remember very, very, very strongly. And I made a habit of making people go through the history. I had given entrance for CMC Vellore.
Oh,
So who other than Prema Dhanraj ma'am?
oh.
And I was marveled at her strength, her courage, her demeanor. And I make it a point to introduce every burn victim to her. If he can win the highest prestigious medical award in the country,
CMC.
what you cannot do. You are thinking about not going to office. She has run the whole department and trained so many people. So I make everybody look at her video. So I had 2 patients who drastically changed their life. One girl is an IAS officer. And her hats off to her parents. They went that extra mile to make her feel proud of her scars. So she has scars, but no longer deformity because she presented with severe contracture, ectropion, lip, nose, and one side of the face fully pulled apart. Today, she's a successful IAS officer. So I also give her personal number to patients when she says yes, so that one-on-one communication can happen and she can enthuse them. So she changed the way things can be for everybody. And on the other extreme, there's another girl whose parents were just... Some parents also sometimes talk like this, na, iski to zindagi bekar ho gayi, ye to kharab ho gayi. Those lines are so unforgiving. Every line is traumatizing the child. So I have to educate every parent by sharing examples of such ladies. We may get away with the scars we may get away with the contractures, with the deformities, but the mental scars you are providing today in this room, how much more the child has to face. If parents are going to give that scar, what is going to happen to the child from the community? So I have to take approval of parents who are willing to change the outlook of other parents. How to communicate that stands even for children.
That is a real challenge, actually, madam. At the same time, there were moments when you doubted whether you could make a real difference, and what made you to join the BHF Burn Healing Foundation also.
Yeah, many times I had doubts whether I should take up. Very frankly, before joining BHF, I was scared of taking burns because burns is a prolonged story for the patient.
Yeah.
I used to refer them to known hospitals where free of cost care can be provided throughout their journeys. Because I used to think if I touch them and I leave them midway, it will be more harm to them than good. So I never took up patients whom I cannot totally make them recover early on, because this is all they have. They cannot get revenue enough to sustain a long-term care. After BHF, that confidence has come. Definitely we can take the journey till their rehabilitation. Then this drastic change has occurred.
It's a real good platform for burns patient, madam. Actually, every burns patient should know about BHF Foundation and what they're providing the awareness, and who are the doctors and where are the hospitals all over India where you can go free of cost, everything.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, madam, you have 2 different stories. One is an IAS officer, and one parents were very supportive, and one parents were not supportive, actually. So, actually, what was going through your mind when you first decided to dedicate yourself full burn care philanthropy, ma'am?
I have always liked to go to outskirts, do long day camps, and just see what are the disabilities we can correct, what are the deformities we can correct. And life-changing cases. One child came and ran to me and said, "Auntie, I was not able to hold the ball because his thumb web space was contracted and his fingers were contracted. He kept on throwing the ball next time I visited and showed me how happy his life was." I
That
felt this
is
is the kind of change I would want to bring about in as many people's lives as possible. And
so
it is
that's what,
possible now. Yeah.
those scars actually teaches a lot for us, madam. Every scar has a own story which teaches
Stories.
and which makes us more and more better humanity as a professional doctor also, ma'am. So
Yeah.
what have burn survivors taught you that you have never learned in medical school or professional training, madam?
Lots. I had a lady with a lot of keloids. Her husband is a tailor. You know how difficult it is for a lady to have pressure garment here. Very difficult, no? Because a lot of structures you cannot compress, not make them breathe. She used to have a lot of itching. We were giving her Kinocort and settling it down. Her husband came with a brilliant. And they couldn't afford a lot of silicone gel sheets and designed pressure garments. And he came up with a beautiful foam which he applied in a vertical pattern and he crisscrossed it like a blouse above and below with straps. It was so gentle. And I welcomed him. We have so many patients who face problems in retaining the pressure garments. They are not compliant because it is very difficult in a hot weather. What you have made. So these kind of innovative ideas that they bring. One lady made a very beautiful splint for exercising. She couldn't afford the dynamic splint. So she had a very nice weight attached in which she used to put the rice packets and then take it off. So kids were coming and playing with their father. So that lady did for her husband, the man did for his wife. Plus, patients, they every day I feel you learn something. If you look at how they are treating their, how they will tell you what dressing is better for the patient. They will tell you what makes them more comfortable. If we listen, we learn every day actually. Sometimes I want to write down what we learn. It's so much that they teach us.
You have every other example for every other scar for each and every patient's stories, madam. That actually exemplifies that work, that impacts on your work, I guess, madam.
Right.
So what was the Yeah, ma'am. Go ahead.
What was?
No, madam. You were saying something. That's why I stopped.
Well, actually, here I will have to remember, Dr. Chaitanya, there's so many touching things people bring up now. They really bring up things that you feel, why it didn't strike us? We have such complex, costly dressings, but what they bring now and what they do, especially people we've taught who are going to visit us once a week or once a fortnight, they bring about some nice changes. They say like this, ma'am, and this is better. She has less itching. No? Starting from making mixing things with coconut oil at home. How to keep the coconut? See, you are in South. It's always oil. Here, coconut oil becomes a nice hard bow. They tell us how to keep it oily. They tell us a lot about massaging, a lot about anti-itching, a lot more than we learned in medical school.
Those are really nice inspiration stories, madam. Whatever you are saying is like everything is opening for me like now. Madam, what innovations in burn care or survivor support you the most excited and try now, especially in Burns Healing Foundation program, madam?
Innovations are ability to use the material, I'll just pause on this one. I will ask the question again to you. You want, after BHF, what innovative care we could use? You want me to answer this or?
Yes. That is the thing, madam, actually.
Okay. So, definitely in burn wound healing, no, there are a lot of innovative materials that have come in, and they
Yeah.
are a bit expensive. If we want patients to shell from their own pockets,
Okay.
it's difficult for us to ask them to do so. Since they are part of a program, we are able to liberally use certain materials, which brings a faster healing in them. So this definitely has changed for me.
So how did you manage this, measure the success of your philanthropic efforts beyond clinical outcomes?
I'm sorry, Dr. Chaitanya, I didn't understand the question.
Okay, madam. Suppose, what role does the Burn Healing Foundation play in amplifying your effect, madam?
Okay, yeah. Burn Healing Foundation has helped us in reaching out to patients who reach out to other patients. So in a way, patients are their own, are our best volunteers. They come from communities, close-knit communities. They refer another patient, and because we are not refusing, so it has been a blessing to us.
So how do you balance, madam, actually the medical, the emotional, and the social aspects of the burn care, madam?
I think it took me gray hairs, and still I will not say we have balanced everything. There is a lot more to be done. To be frank, I will not say, but we are getting better every day. Every 3 months, when I look back, yes, it's better journey than the previous.
Nicely said. So what is your vision for the future of burn care through Burns Healing Foundation and recovery in India and beyond, madam?
Yeah, our network will become so strong that we are touching every remote corner of the country. We would, especially as we are aging, we want to give more to the society. We would be happy to travel. We would be happy to hold active camps rather than waiting for patients to come to us. We should reach a stage where we teach people what are the common mistakes by which accidental burns happen. This used to happen in Mamsi also, because those illegal cylinder gas filling used to happen. So just by educating and catching hold of people who are doing it, high pressured cylinders, small change, but big difference it will bring. So prevention, you can focus on telling people what are the common, by assimilating our data from where accidental acute burns have come, how those could be avoided. Diya during Diwali. So now we have made it a norm in Ghaziabad and NCR regions to talk about Diya burns every Diwali. At least 7-8 kids will come having their chunni or the lehenga burnt, and so sustained burns. So when we assimilate such data, we know what are the more common times and occurrence of this. So there we can act together to talk more about prevent, so that cautiousness starts with each and every person. Then acute care centers are a big lacking in our country. So ensuring more active acute care centers which have total isolation and the kind of numbers of personnel that they need. So a lot of sequelae can be prevented there. Then comes whatever couldn't happen, early healing couldn't happen. We know we are looking at a possible deformity. So we don't lose follow-up of such patients. Even if they don't come, we form a channel where our own network would go knock their doors and see what they are doing, and reminding them that you have to prevent this from getting worse. Then if sequelae comes, our network should be there to be available to take care of such. So network, we need numbers. We need all of us to form a big network throughout the country.
So in actually North, you were mentioning about the Diwali Diya burns, madam. In South, especially, I am from Madurai, and we are very near to Sivakasi, everything. We have more cracker burns, more. I see more. We have actually in this Diwali, in span of 1 week, I have treated 45 patients, madam, of all cracker burns. But all almost my statistics are like 24 are children only, and 21 are adult patients, madam. Everyone are cracker burns, and we are promoting to you what do's and don'ts to be done during the Diwali also.
And again, cracker burns are a nightmare. What initially doesn't look bad starts looking bad after 3 days because of the pressure also, compartment also.
Yeah, that is all. How can advances in medical science may be more accessible to burn survivor across all socio-economic levels?
Yes, because once the platform is big, the change we can bring about is big. If we look at the cumulative cost, treating with regular means for a prolonged duration vis-a-vis a costlier modality, especially when you can identify it as a deep burn, you don't need to wait. So if we stop that waiting period, we debride, we have good ICU backup, we become bold, and we actually cover them with I will not name, or I'm allowed to name them with Integra or any dermal substitute. If that can be made available more, then we can actually prevent a lot of deformities.
The next question was the same thing, madam. What was the emerging technology or approaching gives you the most hope for the burn survivors actually?
Availability of acellular dermal matrix and
everything. Especially, yeah, especially.
See, the patent is ending. Product costs have already started falling down. More Indian companies making it at a cost that's easily affordable, because you look at the total. If the burn surface area is huge, then the cost implied is huge. But if you look at what you're preventing, then it is cost effective.
Yeah, that is. If you could change one thing about the society view burn survivors, what would it be, madam?
Not just burn survivors. I would like to change the whole society's perspective towards stigma of anything that looks unusual or anyone who looks different. It is instead of looking at the soul, they are looking at the body who encompasses the soul to manifest. All of them, in every aspect, in many aspects. So this is, I feel, why stigma? Why are you turning again and again to see which body is housing that beautiful soul? Soul's beauty should come out. Then the body image, body image पे जो stress है ना, and it's worsening generation after generation. ये तो पूरा society has to change.
Then what can other ordinary citizens do to make a difference in their community about the burn survivors?
We project the survivors who have made it huge. See, we are once the exemplary lives some people are leading. It should come more in the open. It should be highlighted more, projected more, so that those who are sufferers have a dream, have a person to aspire to be. Mostly, all of us have been influenced by someone. I have someone whom I always wanted to emulate. And I thought before I die, even if I become half of who he is, my life is a success. So there are many people who are leading exemplary lives who are burn victims. We need more projection for such people, so that those who suffer now, they know I need not cry in one corner of my home.
That is right. So what advice would you give to young doctors or medical students interested in burn care, like me and philanthropy?
I'll surely say that, see, when we become doctors, especially doctors, all of us at our homes are encouraged by our parents to take up this profession, to give something to the society. And this is one of the easiest professions where giving is very easy when it comes to giving back. And especially burn care, it brings about visible difference in the quality of life. Prolonging life is one thing. Ensuring good quality with dignity to a person living, see, is something that is unmatched compared to other satisfaction. And in return, we learn to be grateful for what we have. I will tell you very frankly, there are a lot of nice young ladies working with, all of us are working together now. What we learned in our life now, when a person who's a sufferer comes, and they heal, and they're so happy. They couldn't grasp something, and when they grasp, they couldn't walk, and when they walk, you know what it tells us? What are we crying about in our lives? It helps us to live life also in a better way. We cannot be loathing all the time. Half of us
Yeah.
talk about this. What are we loathing for? Look at the happiness. If he can be happy about having having achieved something that's so basic to us. So it's also from that angle also, now we become better human beings.
Actually,
We are more grateful human beings now.
stop actually crying on everything, madam. We should be happy,
You didn't
whatever.
get an ice cream, you cry.
Yeah. So, what is the single most important message you want to give to our listeners to take away from this conversation, madam?
I would want people to come together for a better community, for a better life of the whole earth. No, it's a consciousness, it's a together vibration that matters. If each one contributes in a positive way and changes at least one life before we go for the better, all of us put together are sufficient to ensure less suffering in this world itself.
Nicely said, madam. Nicely said. Madam, when people think about your work from years from now, what do you want them to remember the most?
I do have a silent dream that it's not the name that matters. Names will come and go. But we should have empowered a lot more people as we are aging. First, we have learned because of stalwarts and our teachers, our mentors, our patients. If we impart what we have learned so that the next generation is better positioned than us, that already knows what is to be done and gets better, and they do the same, each one train a lot more and encourage them to train a lot more. So
Nice.
that's the only way exponential care can be given. So maybe I don't want to be remembered by name, but if I go thinking, yes, I could bring about some change, it will be good.
Nice, madam. Very nice. But lastly, madam, this is actually a rapid fire round, madam. One word answers, madam. So one word to describe the burn survivors.
Champions.
The best advice you have ever received, ma'am?
Be a more patient listener. I have been a talkative person all my life. I learned to listen after I became a doctor. Now I listen, and I grow wiser by listening. So yes, be a better listener. My father gave that advice. And yes, can I share one story? Not in this rapid fire.
Okay.
Once I was crying in my third year. I have to present a child case scenario. He like contracted neck, lips everted, eye ectropion, hands burnt, shoulders, everything. The upper half is contracted. I was making this case scenario. Incidentally, my parents had come and I was not able to give them time, and I was cribbing. Such a difficult patient's condition is there. One line my father said, if you are having so much trouble describing and planning, imagine how much trouble the child will be in living with those. After that, I never cribbed.
Nice, ma'am. Nice story, ma'am. Actually, everyone has to go those tough times, actually, ma'am. And what keeps you motivated on difficult days like this, madam?
I meditate, actually. I meditate because unless we come back and cleanse, thinking what better could have been done and pardoning ourselves for that, and coming back again with the same energy, forgetting, forgiving, not having any egos. I think meditation has brought about a difference.
Meditation, that is the best thing that has to be motivated for everyone. So, your hope for the next generation of burn care professionals?
they get the right material at the right time to use, so that timing is perfect in care, and we have better outcomes in terms of life, in terms of quality of life, and then the in terms of both. I think I had a call in the middle. I cut it. I had silenced it. Can I re-answer it again? What were we talking?
You hope for the next generation of burn care professionals.
Yeah.
Like
I believe that timing in care is very important. I hope that the next generation is equipped in abundance, so that what is needed at what time is provided at the perfect opportunity. And we have more and more advances to deal with what is not yet available.
Thank you for a wonderful advice, madam. I would like to follow, madam. If you could thank one person who made your work possible, who would it be, madam?
Parents.
Nicely said. Parents are the first person we have to thank, because of them we are here actually.
They have always said that do good work, come back, get prepared to do better next day.
Complete this sentence, madam. Every burn survivor deserves
dignity.
That is nice. 1 minute, last one.
But what you asked something?
Everything is done, madam, actually. So I just wanted to close on it.
Burn injuries should not happen.
Yes, ma'am.
If they happen, they should be immediately dealt at the right place by the right set of people with the right kind of things. And if that cannot happen, still we should reach out to them and ensure that whatever could not happen are best corrected. Thank you.
Nicely said, madam. Madam, thank you, madam. Your journey, your insights, and your commitment to your patient reminds us why burn care and reconstructive surgery are not just medical specialties. They are the mission for hope and humanity. Today, you have not shared your knowledge, but also the values that you have defined your work: precision, compassion, consistency. For every young surgeon like me, who are watching, including myself, your words are reminds that skills matters, but proposal matter even more. On behalf of everyone, Burn Healing Foundation, I thank you for your time and your guidance and your lifelong dedication to advancing reconstructive surgery in India. It's a privilege to learn from you today. It's a privilege to be learning from your insight, from operating theatre also. Thank you so much, madam.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Chaitanya. Thanks a lot, Aarti, for making us a part of your team. Thanks you.
So now let me just do the formal closing. Shashank, cut this bit, but the formal closing and beginning now. We said this. This is more than a podcast about medical care. It's about the human spirit, the power of community, and belief that every person deserves the opportunity to heal completely, body, mind, and spirit. This conversation today with Dr. Nandini's calmness, as meditating on her medical experience, brought the power of the soul and spirit lying in humanity's divine potential for love, healing, transformation, and connection to a higher reality within burn care, manifesting through the innate capacities like will, intellect, and emotion, not only of the burn survivor, but of our surgeons as well, and spiritual attributes like faith and inner guidance. We thank our anchor, Dr. Chaitanya, for giving our series the power, and Dr. Nandini in today's conversation for bringing soul to burn care with the renewed spirit to the Burn Healing Foundation's mission and vision. We hope that you subscribe to our channel and push the notification button. Follow us on social media platforms and also contribute your time and donate with us and join our community to make this a holistic healing with love and compassion, as Dr. Nandini has highlighted. I thank you for joining in for this podcast.